We're starting this a little early. Why not? Everything's set up. I'm just sitting here waiting, counting down the minutes. So we might as well start early. Paintball live stuff. How's that audio sound? Is that audio hot? Am I breaking people's eardrums? Maybe just a little bit, so we'll turn it down a little. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Is it loud? Is it too loud? Not too loud. Okay. Perfect, Rich says. So should I talk like this then the whole time? Probably not. Craig, dude, capped the amount of entries on raffle. Capped. I did. $9, 100 total tickets. Air conditioner mysteriously turned on. I thought the air conditioner was off. It startled me. It's like, what happened? Yeah. Yeah, too loud, Michael. We're fixed. We're not too loud now. Do you have your multi-pass? Clifford, what does that mean? Oh, for one person, Craig. Yeah. I gotcha. One ticket per person. I know, like, some raffles do that on these, like, raffle things on Facebook for paintball stuff. And then sometimes they don't meet their, like, required number of people. So I just was like, whatever. If people want to buy a bunch of tickets, they can buy a bunch of tickets. The most tickets that were bought were 10. So yeah. Someone could have bought 999 of them. Multi-pass equals fifth element. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what's going on. Who wants to recap paintball news? Should we do a recap on the paintball news? Let's see. Do people want to? Should I talk about what happened in paintball? I have a little bit more news on the dye pants and NXL Millennium stuff. Yeah. Recap. Is the Proto Rise a good gun? Sure. He spelled Rise wrong, though. Rise is with a Z, so it's really like Riz. BlackFridayPaintball.com. Driving back from SoCal. So just listening to the show tonight. Don't know, you tape it to your freaking steering wheel. You gotta get like, get some duct tape, wrap that baby around the steering wheel. Dude, just listen, don't drive. Sometimes people do live streams, like they're holding their phone and like live streaming and talking, and like that's dangerous. You guys, life's short. One life, one chance. Don't risk it. Okay. This chair's squeaky. Have you ever noticed in some videos I'll be talking like this, and every once in a while there's like a, because they move too much? Life's a garden, dig it. Joe Dirt. One life, one chance. Don't take it for granted. Okay, Paintball Weekly News recap time. Maybe if I can get this to work. There we go. Nope, I need to hit 2, that's what was going on. So not that like this is groundbreaking news. I've talked about this in now 2 live streams, done Paintball Ruined My Week live stream, and we talked about it then. But the dye DSR is official. The dye DSR, it looks pretty good. Brad's a fan of it. Brad's gonna talk about himself in the third person. No, I'm not. I like it. I think it looks really good. I'm a fan. I like the foregrip, I like the grips, I like the trigger, I like the bolt system, the barrel, the price, the regulator. Everything about it seems good to me. So I can't wait to get my hands on one. Looks really, really good. Really like it. Rich with a super chat. Thank you, sir. He said, I'm watching at 3:30 in the UK, so it's dark outside. For a certain dark outside. Hi, Brett. If you called me Brett, I'm not Brett, I'm Brad. B-R-A-D. But thank you. Much appreciated. Outdoors for life. You always get me distracted on talking about outdoor adventures. My new thing is mountaineering school. Entering my first 3-man tournament this Sunday. Good luck. Remember, just have fun. This is all about fun. Just have fun. And then go do something outdoorsy. I guess paintball's outdoorsy. Yeah, dye DSR, that happened. What else we got? Dye team pants. So, Dye showed off some pants earlier in the year. Pants they were calling the Dye team pants. They were selling them for $150. And they're really just Dye versions with Dye branding of the Raza pants. Also the same thing as the Glide pants. But now, it's official. They look like, I think Raza still makes these pants. I bet we could ask them and find out. But these are the new Dye team pants. They're calling the Dye team pant 2.0. They look good. Yeah, they look like the previous pant, the one they came out with earlier this year. Just with, I don't know, maybe some more features to them. They definitely have zipper pockets on them. Once this slide flips around to the front, you can see the pockets. So see, yeah, you can see the zipper pocket right there. Yeah. They look like they have some ventilation, maybe a little groin or crotch protection. They look good. So right now they're selling for 170 euros in Europe. They're not available in the US yet. I imagine when we see them here, they'll be 150 bucks, just like the current team pant. This, I don't know anything about still. MacDev is coming out with a new gun. Yep. That's about all I know. I'm going to turn the brightness down on that bad boy. MacDev is coming out with a new gun. We still don't know what it is, although they said they've been testing parts for the last 18 months or so in a Clone 5. So that would lead me to believe that it's a high-end gun. So, yeah. We'll see. Maybe World Cup. This is also not exciting. Dangerous Power was seen or posted this picture of some sort of paintball gun on their Instagram account. It just looks like, I don't know, maybe like a G6. So a new version of the G series paintball guns that they have. So, yep. Dangerous Power new gun. This is what I find the biggest news of the week. The NXL series, well, I didn't read that right. Millennium series and NXL are merging. This is something that I talked about a while ago about their merger that was going to happen. I think, like, I'm going to move this up, and then we're going to do this, and maybe, yeah, if you guys want to go back and pause this video at some point, you can read that whole thing. But basically, it just says, and they're saying that, hey, we're going to merge, and yep, we're going to figure it out. And it's definitely going to be NXL Europe. If you look at that logo in the top, it says NXL Paintball Europe on the bottom. So it looks like it's happening. NXL Europe. So one thing that I have heard through the grapevine, through the people that play this pro paintball game, that there was a meeting at Paris of some of the like NXL players and Millennium players that play both leagues, some team owners for the CPL, and apparently the stuff they talked about in said meeting was that they want to have a unified ranking system, right? So guys that play the NXL will get ranked for the Millennium, and Millennium players will get ranked for the NXL. So it's likely we'll just see the APPA, the current NXL ranking system, just used at Millennium. I mean, that's not that crazy of an idea. They've also talked about still using limited paint format and possibly just switching it up to 4 or 5 pods. So increasing that limit from like M500 to like M800 or something like that. So still limited paint, but just increasing paint. What else? I don't know. Apparently they talked about improving Millennium venues, which I didn't really understand. I was like, really? Because they already have good venues. The only thing I could think of is that Millennium, is in Paris, but it's like really like 45 minutes an hour from Paris. So it's kind of far away from the actual city and the airport. So maybe moving them closer to the airport to improve travel time, I guess, to make people easier getting to the fields. And one of the things that I don't like about Millennium is that they have locked divisions, right? So you have to commit your team to the whole series. So if you want to play pro, you have to commit to the whole year, which isn't that big of a deal because the pro teams are going to do that. If you want to play semi-pro, you have to commit to the whole year. And if you want to play Division 1, you have to commit to the whole year. And that's hard, right, for a lot of teams. It makes it really rough for like American guys that want to go over there and play. Like, I don't know, a good example is that 187 crew last year went and played the Millennium World Cup, so a year ago, and they had to play Division 2. They sent pro guys and played Division 2 because Division 1, semi-pro, and pro are locked. So they have to play the highest division they can, which is Division 2. So it's kind of lame. I would like to see them, kind of like they do in the pro division here, lock the pro division, and then anyone can go for the semi-pro Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, and Division 4. So hopefully we see that. I don't know. We'll see what happens, though. Okay. I will respond to chat now, I guess. PB Obsession. What's up with the less material pants but priced more? I think two things, right? I think that people want lighter weight pants. And I don't think that they've gotten necessarily more expensive. Right? They're about the same. I mean, we've seen paintball pants that are $150 is probably like roughly average for high quality pants. We're gonna go to that. So it's just bliggity blank. Yeah, so actually, I don't know. Let's leave this screen up. This cool, like, ask me something. I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, so $150 has been probably average pant price for some time now. Yeah, roughly. And while, yes, pants have gotten lighter, so there's like a less material, so you think manufacturing costs would decrease, a lot of the time they're also using more technical fabrics now. So the fabric just costs more. So I really don't think that, like, say, I don't know, the Planet Eclipse pants or whatever, I don't think that their pant price, for them at least, their manufacturing costs have changed all that much. I mean, they might be a little less, but it's not dramatic. So they're still asking that, like, premium price when, like, there's less material. Yeah. That's my assumption. Anyway, when it comes down to it, like, these pants that they're making are still only costing them like $10 or $20 to make. So the prices are still real cheap. Yeah. Anyway, technical fabrics. It is technical fabric. That's what Alex Redmond lulled at that. They really are more technical fabrics. It's true though. I mean, they stretch more. They're like 4D stretch, so they stretched in like every direction. Ventilation's more. Some of them have like crazy laser cut ventilation holes and stuff like that. Shit just costs more, man. Just how it is. So one thing I thought about to make this like live stream maybe a bit more engaging for people later on was to add the chat. I also feel like my face is super hot. Not like temperature wise, but looks in the camera wise. Yeah, one thing I thought to maybe make the stream a little more engaging for people later on is actually including, I don't know, the actual like chat. So what if we did this? Oh God, that's huge. Maybe we won't do that. That's monstrosity. That is so big. That's the actual chat right now. I don't like that. How about we make the width a little bit less? What if we do that? Oh gosh. Maybe we shouldn't do this live. Maybe it just makes it like super hard to watch live. Because I'm all distracting. What about 400 width? How about that? Although, is it kind of hard to read? Maybe it's kind of hard to read. I bet if I have like, I don't know, a background on that, it might not be so difficult. Yeah, what does everyone think? Does that look awful or not? I do think that if it was like solid on the background, it might look a little better. Yeah. No, everyone's like, every other person's like it, lose it, don't like it, obnoxious. I'm with you on the obnoxious part. I think that it needs to be like scaled down. If it wasn't so big, maybe like if it was just smaller like that, it's not as obnoxious, but then it's kind of hard to see, I feel like, so. Yeah, you can't see that. Yeah, I do want to change the background, but like, that's super hard to do live because it's all CSS, so. And it's all RGBA, so it's kind of difficult. Kids. Anyway. Whatever, we're leaving it like that. Enough of this nonsense. The emojis, though, killing it. Killing it. That's going to get you the timeout hammer. Someone's going to time out you. Bam. See that? Jake's on top of it. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about something interesting. Paintball stuff? Who likes that DSR? I saw somebody get, someone in the Paintball Ruin My Life Facebook group, like, went to Dye and got a DSR for themselves, like, directly from Dye. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me because I don't like this. I can't. It's hard to read, isn't it? I don't know. Ooh, look, super chats show up and everything. I kind of like it. Definitely needs a little bit of work. Rich! We're actually going to talk about that. What do you think they will replace the W with? It definitely sounds like the W will be replaced. The NXL sent out an email to everyone that plays the NXL, or like team owners at least, that play the NXL, and asked for their input about what they would like to see changed. And I don't know. I'm not sure what they should do. I think that they should do something like the AFPL does. Maybe not the AFPL. It's the Air Ups bunkers. Let's see if we can find that real quick. Air Ups, they have like a modular bunker set that comes with a bunch of stuff, and you can like put stuff together and like make crazy like shaped things out of it. We're gonna see if we can find one. I might be like lagging out making the computer turn all crazy. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, I don't know if this is gonna work. This is an awful, well, this picture isn't that bad. You'll get the idea. I do think that making something like modular that could be changed, that could be like manipulated. Man, why? What is? I keep trying to like do this, but it's not working. I do think something that is modular that allows like, yeah, changes every other event or something like that. Like manipulate it. Make the W one time and then take out maybe the center or center of the W so there's no, I don't know, bottom to it. Like make it the A again or something. I don't know. I am totally like losing my train of thought trying to get this picture working here. There we go, and it's gonna cover up the freaking chat. Yeah, so see that, right? See how they can make the A, like the old school A, but they can plug the bottom? Or they could, I don't know, you know, take out that center piece and then the bottom's all open. I kind of like that. Like if they could build something like that, that maybe had even more options that allowed them to make like 50 different configurations. And they just mix it up, like have a different center bunker every event, like 5 different center bunkers. And then they could have 5 more the next year and then 5 more and just continually change it and never have the same thing over and over. I think that would be really cool. I think that just changing it and not making it the game so repetitive, making it more interesting, would be cool. I like that. I like that idea, and I would like to see variation of these layouts and not the W over and over and over. It sucks for me though. Like I feel like I'm built to play that bunker. Like the W is the bunker that is made for me, right? Because I'm tall enough that I can shoot everyone on the field almost from that thing, and then not scared at all to get shot. I love to do run-throughs. It's like perfect for me. But I'm okay with it going away because I would like to see versatility on the layouts. Not versatility, but variety of the layouts. Yeah. Martin, how tall are you? I am 6'4". I don't know, I had to think about it for a second. 6'4". So kind of tall. Yeah. Eagle Plug. Hey Brad, I recently got back into paintball after a break for a few months. It's a few months. It's been almost a year since I got my first gun. Excellent. What are your thoughts on the Tippmann CMC for Woodsball Rec Ball to safe paint? A good idea. I mean, I personally don't want to play MagFed. MagFed is not appealing to me. If I wanted to save paint, I'd get a pump gun. I don't know, you're probably going to shoot about the same amount. And I'd much rather have like classic normal paintball gun than use magazines and deal with magazines. So maybe pump. Yeah. Maybe pump is a good option over MagFed at least. Yeah. Lane, hey Brad, can you describe your experience in Montana? What do you mean? I lived in Kalispell, Montana. That was a long time ago, man. That was like 17 years ago. 2000? I think it was 2000. I worked on a friend's ranch, sorta. It didn't really work. We worked like twice a week and then just kind of hung out, went backpacking a couple times. Yeah, I was there for like 3 months over the summer. That's my experience in Montana. Yeah. Vintage pants, Ryan says, yeah, I like the vintage pants. My only gripe about the vintage pants is the crotch area is a little weird, but apparently that's going to be changed on the new versions. I still love them. I mean, that's what I wear all the time. That's what pants I choose to wear. Norm, where's Jen? I don't know where Jen's at. She's probably at work. I haven't talked to her today. I think I banned her from the chat because she's too distracting. There's that air conditioner again. It's going crazy on me here. It's very, very distracting. John! Thank you. What would you use, or sorry, I should say, would you use a blowgun for speedball? No, God, no. No. I wouldn't use a blowgun for any situation ever, unless it was like, I was trying to like hunt, like primitive person, and I was like shooting poisoned darts out of it. That's the only time I'd use a blowgun for anything. I don't know, it's just, no. It doesn't sound fun to me at all. Humboldt Paintball, you go into AFPL. Wasn't AFPL last week? I don't know when AFPL is. I'm confused by this whole tournament paintball thing. I don't know when the tournaments are. I don't know when they're not. I don't know. Someone says, "Hey Brad, hello. DSR or XLS?" You know what? I don't know because I have not held the DSR, so I can't tell you. I mean, I think just from looking at the DSR that I'll probably like it more than the XLS. If you watched the Shocker XLS review that went up today, the thing, it's just too small for me. Like, I think they're decent guns. I don't think that the XLS is bad. It's just too small for me. I just don't like the way it feels. AFPL is Saturday and Sunday at Fairfield. Am I gonna go? I don't know, maybe. Maybe I will go. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Saffer? I'm like the worst speller and reader and writer. Awful. What do you think of the new gotcha guns from Valken? I like them. They're pretty cool. I think that the biggest drawback to the like JT Splatmaster guns is that you have to recock them every time and they don't have hoppers. And the Valken gotcha guns, I'm pretty sure are semi-auto, and you can put a hopper on them. I think they're cool. They're great. They're simple, so yeah. I like them. I think they're good. Walrus God. Thank you for the super chat. That's a scary name. So yeah, I'm a fan of the gotcha guns. I think they're good. Devin says, I hope Dye comes out with a blowgun for paintball. How many of you out there would use a blowgun if Dye made one? The gotcha is pump. See, I thought the gotcha guns were, Jake says, the gotcha is pump shotgun. I thought the gotchas were semi-auto. But just having a hopper, I think, helps a lot. It makes them a lot probably easier to clean for fields, at least. Yeah. Jamie, thank you. So I don't know, is this chat scroll feature kind of annoying? I don't know. I know that the autofocus is kind of annoying. I don't know what's with this focusing lately. It's gotten a little weird. Yeah. Anyway. Goldilocks. Oh, OPL. OPL sounds weird to me. Goldilocks. I played the OPL this weekend, and it was fun, ton of fun. Ton, you spelled ton, T-U-N, it confused me. We played in the finals, awesome. I played with two of my friends' guns, a Mini GS and an Axe. Which one should I get? So I played with two of my friends' guns. Well, I think you should get, if you played with both of them, just get whichever one's more comfortable to you. Like which one feels the best? Because they're essentially the same thing, you know? Walrus God. That's still a scary name. What kind of paint would you use for your... What's with the blowgun questions? I don't know. GI 5-star. Yeah. It matters. If it's a Dye branded blowgun, I would use Dye CG. Devin should set. You should set the velocity. I don't think you can set the velocity on your blowgun. I'm not sure. I think that's going to be due to your lung capacity. So start smoking if you want to lower your velocity. Mm-hmm. Hey, Brad, do you think the G6 bolt is going to be O-ringless? Probably. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be. Maybe. I mean, it's not O-ringless. There's just O-rings in the body, which I actually find really annoying because it makes it much harder to change the actual O-rings on that gun. I don't like how there's no O-rings on the bolt. How they like, I don't know, just, we're moving this. How they like put them only on the body. I don't like it. I wish they would put O-rings actually on the bolt themselves. Sean, how are you, sir? Much appreciated. Gotta buy a kayak, man. Is Planet Eclipse due for a mid-high-end gun update? For certain. For certain. They need to update... They need to update the CS1 pronto. Because I kind of want one. Yes. I think they're due for, yeah, an update to the CS1. Because that gun's been out like, I don't know, 2 years. So they're due for that. I don't think they'll update the LV platform soon. Because they have a bigger market. The light flashing over there. They have a bigger market for the CS ones, and I don't think. I don't know, all their mid-range guns kind of just came out. Like the E-Tech 5, G-Tech, G-Tech 160R, ETHA 2, those are all roughly just came out. CS 1.5 Ian. I don't see, and Planet Eclipse do not see the CS 1.5 as a upgrade or a new gun. They think of it as a model refresh. I've kind of said that, like, think about cars, right? How cars have, like, you know, they have whatever car version, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Car company comes out with a car, and they don't necessarily change the model. They just have, like, a facelift, where they just changed a couple things on the outside and maybe add, like, a new radio. And it's not a new version. It's just like a refresh of the line. Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of like that. Because it's essentially the same gun, right? Same bolt, board, eyes, barrel, like everything's the same. Maybe not barrel because it comes with like the FL barrel, but you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Evan, talk about autocockers. What about them? I can tell you my third paintball gun was an autococker. It was a 2000 right feed autococker, had Palmer's pneumatics, and absolutely never worked. Walrus God, why does the Virtue Contour have no blowgun adapter? Like for the mask? That's true. I never thought about that. If you're using a blowgun, how do you actually blow? Because you have a mask on. Do you just like cut a hole and then shove the blowgun through the hole? I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you why there is no blowgun adapter for the Contour. Yeah. That's true. Do you like Clifford says, use your mouth as the hopper. That's true. Do you like chipmunk them? Do you like put a bunch of paintballs over here and like beat them out of your mouth into the gun? I mean, if blowgun, you just get a piece of PVC pipe, right? I don't know. Who knows? Goldilocks, do you think Dye will make a Dye i6 mask? Yeah, eventually. I mean, sure, why not? They might as well. But I mean, you gotta think the i4 was around for like 10 years. So it's highly unlikely we will see an i6 because the i5 has only been out like a year. So it's extremely unlikely that we will see an i6. Yeah. Edible paintballs. All paintballs are edible, right? i6 blowgun adapter. With this focus, I don't get it because it's like a new thing that this is not focusing right. I think that I like abuse this camera. I like use it so much that, I don't know, maybe it's like wearing out already. It's time to get that C300. No, C200. Okay, super chats for a C200. You guys want the video quality to improve? Crazy super chats so we can buy a C200. I need like about $15,000. Bam. We'll have the best image quality for paintball videos ever. Ever. I mean, these guys that shot these red videos, these like HK videos, the red camera, C200 is better than that red camera. It's at least the one that they're using. Blowgun reviews? Nah, no, not gonna happen. Next, that's a good question. When's the next paintball setup wars? Is probably, I don't know, because there's kind of videos scheduled out for a while. I don't know, maybe next week. I don't know if, it'll probably be next week. I don't want to say probably, because it's either going to be the 26th or like the 10th. Something like that. Because hopefully the Die DSR video comes out in like early October. I think the 3rd or something like that, ideally. Yeah. Sean. Camera does have manual autofocus. The problem is I move around a bunch. I've thought about just setting focal length to like this section. So when I'm sitting, I'm in focus all the time and just never have it autofocus. But problem is I want to like sometimes pick stuff up and I'm like, see this remote? I want it to like autofocus on the remote and stuff, and then maybe they'll pull it back and yeah. That's mainly why it's not all. That's mainly why the autofocus gets a little weird. Jamie, please, I need to know mid-range guns to join a speedball team. Man, anything. Like really, I mean, let's say the least expensive tournament style gun that I would say you could buy is probably going to be the Mini GS, right? Let's just name a bunch of good inexpensive tournament style guns. Mini GS, Axe, ETHA 2, G-Tech, E-Tech 5. If you want Balkan Code, I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah. Those are going to be like the least expensive, not least expensive, but good options price-wise, right? I think the biggest thing is going to be that, like, if you're playing speedball, you need, like, the firing modes that are allowed in tournaments, right? So most of those guns are going to have the appropriate firing modes. Yeah. A Walrus got again. Hey, how would blowguns use PSP ramping? Proto Rise? How would blowguns, they wouldn't use, well, I guess no. Yeah, no, they wouldn't. I was thinking about some sort of trap, but to use ramping, you can't have a blowgun, it's gotta be electronic. So I don't know if you can have an electronic blowgun. I mean, technically, they're all blowguns, right? So I don't know. Maybe the day when we have like androids and everyone's got like their own cyborg person following me around. Not cyborg, but literally android following me around. Those are going to be electronic. Maybe they'll figure it out at point then. Yeah. Do ignore the blowgun trolls. The blowgun trolls are doing super chats though, which is kind of weird. How do you change the modes on an autococker? That's a question that's hard to answer. Jonathan, how would we know if you got our setup pick email? I don't know. You can just send it again. I mean, I've gotten a lot, so I definitely have to go through all the emails and then like decide which video is going to come next. But it's probably going to be a mid-range or pump gun one. It's not going to be a high-end gun one. So probably pump, maybe mid. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Eagle Pug, thoughts on the Blitz 3? I don't really like the Blitz 3 so much. I feel that like if you want an electric gun, just spend the money and buy like a Proto Rise or something better, or save. Or if you're like, I can only spend $150, just buy something else, you know? It's worth it to spend that extra $100 and buy a Rise, so. I don't think a Zodin is trash, as Super Fat Bastard 69 said. I don't think it's trash, but I just don't like the inexpensive electric guns. Like, the KP3s are great. The Zodin, like the Chaos 2s are good. It's just the inexpensive electric guns are where, like, they start to get a little weird. Yeah. Empire's due for some a new gun. I kind of agree with that. I feel that, like, now that GI owns Empire, they need to get into the high-end gun market, right? So I don't know what we'll see. Who knows? I really have no idea. Hopefully we see something at Cup, but I wouldn't be surprised if they hold it for their Core Day. GI has this event they call Core Day. It's really like 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, it's like the weekend, or maybe it's like 2 days in the middle of the week, I don't know, where they have like Tipman, Spider, GI, and Empire all at one event, and they do like a bunch of stuff. I think historically that's been late February. I don't know, something like that. Matt with the Canadian $5. Thank you, sir. The 100,000 subs, I'll get Paintball Ruin My Life tattoo. Okay. It might be a while. It might be a while. I think we barely crossed 15,000. So you might get lucky on that one. I'm pretty sure we're all gonna forget. If that day happens, we'll all forget that you said that. Devin, thank you, sir. Tom H, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Getting here late. Why is live chat on the video? And has the raffle winner been picked yet? I don't know why the live chat's on the video. We're just trying it out, seeing what it's like. I kind of don't like it. I kind of like how it's transparent, but I feel like that's kind of hard to look at. So yeah, I'm not 100% sold on the chat on the screen yet. I might come back with you guys at something else that's like, hey, does this look better? Go to, maybe I'll just ask all the Patreon people, because they're freaking awesome. They're the people that monthly support this thing and help make it reality. PB Obsession, just like all the super chat people, man, make this. What are your thoughts on high-tech paintball equipment such as the EVS mask and dye Moss Air gimmick? Or will it have a place in paintball? Maybe not the EVS, maybe like the EVS HUD. That's probably better. Walrus God, love your channel. Here's my money. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. Dude, I'm telling you, the focus is crazy. It's because I'm like leaning off to the side and stuff, and it gets all weird. Maybe I just stay in the center. What was I talking about? What is this? 4-7. Okay, we'll answer this one. Jamie, thank you for all you do. No problem. Mini versus Axe for a 4-5-7 busty. I don't know what the last part of that's all about. I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyway, do I think that the EVS HUD system, their heads-up display system, and the Moss Air stuff, like we're going to say the Evoke system, is it gimmicky? I think so. I think at this point it kind of is. One thing that I do think that would be kind of cool though is if at some point if the Moss Air stuff all talks together, right? Like if the hopper could talk to the gun and the gun could talk to a tank somehow, and we could somehow get information about all of it. I think that would be cool. I think that it'd be neat. What I really want is an air system that will tell me how many shots I have left. Like the Angel Air used to. This should be coming tomorrow in Paintball Question Time. This is something I'm going to talk about, like digital air tanks and how we could, you know, see some sort of innovation in digital air tanks. But to me, I think that all of this stuff, whether it's the Evoke system or the Moss Air stuff, how like it talks to itself and you can get information relayed to you in your ear or on the HUD thing on the display, to me it is gimmicky. Like, I think that like for me, I like the figuring stuff out, right? And having to like think about stuff. I don't want just information fed to me. And all of that information doesn't really help me in game. Right? I don't need to know how much air I have left and how many shots I have and like all that stuff. It's not really that helpful. I do see how the HUD system could be helpful if it was like telling me where opponents were. Not opponents necessarily, but like teammates and stuff. But at the same time, I feel like that's kind of cheating. Like I want to figure out where my teammates are. I don't want this, you know, screen to just tell me where everyone's at. That seems kind of lame. Plus, everyone has to have it. Everyone's got to have the HUD or carry around a phone on them to connect to your HUD. And the paintball fields all have to make maps of the thing, maps of their fields to preload on the HUD, which no one's doing. So I do think it's kind of gimmicky. Ian, I am going to World Cup. But that's me. That's like how I feel. Like if you guys like that, if that's something that you like and is it, you know, kind of cool to you, then go for it, man. Like, you know, it's just my opinion. Yeah. Anyway. Evan, something about a raffle. Yeah, I did the raffle. There was a raffle that was going to be held, or is going to be held, for the Shocker or XLS, and it's over there. The Shocker XLS that was in the review. You entered that raffle by paying $9 for a ticket in the Paintball Ruined My Life Facebook group, but all the tickets are sold, so it's all over. What's with all this blowgun stuff? The Walrus God here started a trend. Yeah. It's a bunch of annoying people in the chat tonight. Sorry, guys. It's true. Normally, this is kind of like a productive thing where people ask like helpful questions, but tons of annoying stuff going on. Like, what's with this social paintballer Alibaba thing? I don't get it. Like, okay. Jason? Cheers. Is it because of the chat overlay? That's kind of what I thought, honestly. I was like, I wonder if people are gonna say stupid stuff because, like, the chat is on there. I think maybe it is. I honestly thought that. So, bam, there it goes. It's like a bathroom stall. That's a fair analogy. True. Okay, bam, no chat. I just thought it'd be a nice way for, I don't know, people to, after the fact, watch chat and feel more engaged. But if it just leads to like weirdness going on, then it's not gonna happen. Lane, my friend is thinking about buying a Freak XL barrel. Should he get it? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, barrels are barrels, I think. I think that barrels, it's like the XL barrels and the Freak kits, at least, I like because it gives you a big variety of barrels, right? You're getting a lot of different inserts. But I don't know if, like, you know, Freak barrel's 10 times better than stock Planet Eclipse barrel or Dye Ultralight or these Enigma barrels or freaking whatever. It's just cool that you're able to have a big variety of sizes. Yeah. Yeah. Sean, future raffle notifications? Yeah, so I think so, right? I think that would be a good idea. I think that in the future, like, when, like, say the Dye DSR comes, I'm gonna use that and play a couple games with it and do like a shooting video and stuff. And I think that a good thing to probably do would be like, okay, I played with it Sunday, we'll say, and then the coming Tuesday, maybe be like at 9 a.m. on the Paintball Ruin My Life Facebook group, the raffle ticket thing is gonna go live. So maybe like having a like preset time or whatever for raffles would work. Yeah. And maybe limiting raffle numbers, maybe like 2 tickets max per person or something like that. Because there's like, I think 4 people that have like half the tickets. Which is whatever, you know. That's okay. Jamie. I'm sorry, Brad. Real question. As a female, it can be difficult to play tank/gun combo. What is the best option? Or what? I'm getting distracted by something. As a female, it can be difficult to play tank/gun combo. What is the best option, mini versus axe? I think that for the most part, those guns are going to feel, well, let's say, for the most part, those guns are going to shoot very, very similar. They're going to have, I don't know, about the same kick, about the same reliability, air efficiency is about the same, they're about just as easy on paint. I think that the biggest difference is that size. So, I don't know, try to hold both of them and see which one just feels more comfortable. So if you're female, then maybe, I don't know, maybe the mini GS, just because it's going to be smaller in size. Maybe that'll just work better for you. Yeah. Sizik, if you had a Paintball Ruin My Life tie, I would wear it to homecoming and prom. Yeah, probably not going to do that. I don't know. I want to make beanies, though. That would be cool. Michael, that's a good one today. Did you listen to Carl Markowski with Alex Frangie? Yeah, but not, I kind of on and off because I was working. So I kind of like listened and then went away for a couple minutes and then came back. I did listen, but you said Force 1 is trying to launch, or we're going to say Field 1 is trying to launch Force and then revamping Intimidators. Yeah. DSR looks like a beast. Yeah, for sure. There's actually, yeah, we know that. I just hope that, what I hope is that they have one at Cup and we can, like, you know, actually see a completed version of a Force. And they definitely said they're, like, reworking the Intimidator to probably have, like, a G7R or whatever. You know what episode was really good? I also listened to this morning, Carl Markowski podcast. Go find that. The Playing On podcast. It's really good. The Tim Montresor podcast was very good. He seemed like spot on how to grow paintball. Like I've always said, I talked about it this weekend. I feel like we've lost the fun, right? It's not as fun as it used to be, and it's true. That's why I always tell you guys, like, who cares, man? You don't have to have the coolest, greatest, awesome new stuff. Just have fun. It's all about fun. If we don't have fun, then none of this matters, right? All about fun. None of us are getting paid millions of dollars to play paintball. I am certainly not. John, where do you get your Supreme hats at? Love the channel. SupremeNewYork.com, I think, right? Isn't that their website? SupremeNewYork.com. Yeah, it's just all straight from Supreme. And I just want to let you know I got my eFlex because of you. Good. I hope you like it. I love those masks. I think they're the greatest. The greatest invention ever made, the Empire eFlex. Ever. Over the internet, over electricity, running water. Ever. This chair. So if you guys know, if you guys were part of said Shocker XLS raffle and you bought tickets or want to like watch me raffle it off, I'm going to do Facebook group, Paintball Ruin My Life Facebook group. We're going to actually do the raffle there. Olive oil, that chair? I don't know about olive oil. I got tons of grease and lubricant around here. Maybe I should just use that. And it definitely breathes better than my old Profits. He said, yeah, the Slide Profits are like, I don't know, they look cool to some people and they are comfortable. But God, they don't breathe at all. They're awful for the breathing. Awful for the breathing. Justin Mullen. Upgrade Axe 2.0 with Redline and Freak or Vanquish. Vanquish. I would rather have a Vanquish. Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. Well, first of all, I think the Redline's a waste of money for an Axe, so I wouldn't get the Redline. Freak XL? That's always something that you could transfer over to another gun. I don't know. I definitely don't think the Redline. You don't really get your money out of the Redline, right? Like you say you buy the gun, you buy the Redline, then you go to sell it. You're never going to get your money back for that Redline board. And I don't think they're that useful, to me at least, because I'm not changing settings all that often. Man, I don't know. I'd probably buy a Vanquish, though, honestly. I like the Vanquish. I'm a fan of the Vanquish. Vanquish? Enrique! Man, I'm super, super late. Is there still tickets? Probably to that raffle? No. You gotta go to the Facebook group. In the description of this video, toward the bottom, there's like a Paintball Ruin My Life Stuff or something like that. There's the Facebook group. That's where that raffle went down. That's where the tickets were sold. And then the actual like raffling part is gonna take place here at the end of this. Well, actually, I'm going to go live in the Facebook group. So we're going to be like, see you later. And then I'm going to go live in the Facebook group a couple minutes later. Tom, $2 to help get you a new chair. All the chairs are squeaky. There's a chair over there that's all squeaky too. I do like the I do like the Vanquish. It's just big. That's my only complaint. Maybe their new gun will be like the GT bolt, but like a redesign of the ergonomics and just like maybe the size or something like that. I'd be okay with that. Best $1,000 gun. There aren't really many. Probably G-Tech 160R or maybe this die DSR. One of those two, I guess. Please review the CS 1.5. I kind of did. I did like a CS 1.5 versus like CS1 video. That's out there somewhere. I don't know, Vanquish. Mitchell says Vanquish feels super cheap in the hands. I don't know, it didn't feel that bad. I kind of get what you're saying though, but I think that, I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad. I kind of understand that though. I mean, I feel like that, I mean, after you hold like the Eclipse guns or like the Bob Long guns or the die guns, like those guns are probably made the best. Like they have the best in-hand feel. But I think Planet Eclipse guns overall build quality is probably the best. Yeah. Yeah. Where's Link? Sleeping. He's sleeping over there. Link's over there. His eyes are shut. He's sleeping. We don't want to be too loud. Vanquish is a little heavy, but it feels good and solid. It is, I mean, the 2.0, what's weird is like, I think the Vanquish 2.0 and like the GT look better than the 1.0 or 1.5s, but I don't know, like I think I'd kind of rather have a 1.5 because they're smaller and lighter and they have that more like, I don't know, compacty feel. Yeah. See, notice how the chat changed. Maybe it is because we took this chat off. I don't know. Who knows? Enrique, my MVP arrived yesterday. Good stuff, man. I love those MVPs. My favorite pump gun, Bob Long, or I should say Field 1 MVP. Anyway, my Field 1 arrived yesterday, so I did some test shots and noticed the air leaking coming from the barrel. Couldn't feel the air, but could hear it. That's not good. Is it new? If it's new, you should just contact whoever you bought it from and be like, yo, dog, my gun leaks on the barrel. And I don't have enough experience with those guns. Like, I don't think I've ever fixed one or experienced issues with one. So I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm going to assume that not enough grease if it's new, or pressures are too high. If it's used, you just probably have bad O-rings, or pressures are too high, or not enough grease. Whoever you bought it from, call them, figure out where it came from, or figure out, you know, be like, my shit don't work, dog. Try to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Rich, 2 British pounds for you. 96 days until Christmas. 2 British pounds. How much is 2 pounds to... How much is 2 pounds? Let's just guess. 2 pounds. How much are 2 pounds? I'm going to guess. Pounds. We're going to say that that is... I don't know. With this, like, Brexit, Donald Trump thing, the euro... Not the euro. The pounds and, like, the dollars are all over the place. So we're going to guess 2 pounds is going to be... $2.90. $2.70. Close. Pretty close. Close enough. $2.70. Yeah. Girls are temporary. Paintball is forever. Girls aren't paintball. What? Like the sex of women are temporary, just in general. Like, at some point there's just gonna be no women. I don't know. That would be bad for the species. I don't know about that. Enrique. Yeah. MVP is new. I would for certain contact field one. That does suck though. Man, look at that drop of the, dang. The pound was almost $1.80 in the beginning of 2015, and now it's converting at like 130. Man, gotta go. This is the time. Maybe we should go to England though. Ian, super chats for mountaineering classes. Yeah, let's mountaineering school. But the problem with mountaineering school is like the school's not that much. It's like, you know, $1,500 for like a week, but goddamn, all the equipment that's required, phew, that's like $8 grand. Way too much. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon. I don't know about this Denali, climbing Denali thing. It might not happen for a while. Might not happen for a while. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go and go to the restroom. And I'll be back live on the Facebook group here in like 10 minutes. So, I mean, if you wanna, you know, check me out there, we're gonna do the giveaway for the Shocker XLS. Not giveaway, raffle. People paid for tickets. So, yeah. Selling bikes. I do have 2 bikes I need to sell. They're not worth all that much, so I haven't like been all on top of selling them. So, yeah. I will have fun in the bathroom, John. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm leaving.